Guten Tag, ich heiße Louise und herzlich willkommen auf meinem YouTube-Kanal. Hello, my name is Louise and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like what I do, don't forget to listen to it to the very end and to like and subscribe. It will give me some encouragement to continue giving lessons in German, something which I enjoy doing. Today, my plan is to teach you how to say thank you in German. There are many ways of doing it. Most of them are universal. They can be formal or informal. It's not that difficult, but it's worth learning. Höflichkeit. It's important to learn. It's important to learn. Es ist ja wichtig. It's important to learn Höflichkeit, politeness. And that hilft. It helps. My very first word is quite simply Danke. Now, Danke, I'm sure you might have heard before. It's sometimes used informally in any language, Danke. It's an interesting word. I always use it as an example case because of the D. Quite a few German words that begin with the D. If you replace the D by the English TH, you get thanks. Quite a few words in German which begin with a D. If you replace the D with a TH, you could recognize the word. So you'll see quite a few of those as you work your way through this subject. So Danke, anyway, Danke. Now practice it. Danke. Danke. The next one is Danke schön. Danke schön. See, this is a harder one to say, but it's nice. It's thank you kindly. Thank you very much. Danke schön. The reason why I'm saying this schön is, and it's practically coming from my stomach, the schön, is that the O has an umlaut on it. Now that changes the pronunciation from straightforward O to Ö. And we met that before in one of our Wohnort lessons where we had Österreich. Österreich. And then now we have schön. And we're going to meet that quite a bit. Danke schön. Now after that, we have Danke vielmals. Danke vielmals. Thanks a lot. Danke vielmals. Danke schön. Danke. They all roughly mean the same and there's not huge intensity. But Danke viel between them. But you have Danke vielmals. You also have Danke sehr. Danke sehr. Danke sehr. Now we'll go through those again because it's not that hard. So Danke, Danke, and as I would say, it's not that hard to say thanks. Danke, Danke schön, Danke schön, Danke sehr, Danke sehr. Now you'll probably see now that the sehr is written with an S, but you're hearing a Z sound. And that's the way it's pronounced. An S has a Z sound. Danke sehr. Danke, danke sehr, danke schön, danke vielmals. There are quite a few words that you have there under your belt as well. Vielen Dank is another one. Vielen Dank. Vielen Dank. You're noticing again that vielen sounds as if it's starting with the letter F, but it's not. It's starting with the letter V. Because if you remember from a previous lesson, I said that all these are pronounced like Fs. Vielen Dank. Vielen Dank. There are many reasons to thank someone. So we look at some of the reasons you would have. Quite often it's for a present. So we want to be able to say thank you for your present, for instance. So we will be dividing that into the polite form or the formal form and the more familiar. We do the formal one first because we'll take a look at that because some people tend to use that more often, especially if they're working in an office, for instance, and they get a present. Vielen Dank für Ihr Geschenk. Vielen Dank für Ihr Geschenk. Vielen Dank für dein Geschenk. Now, dein meaning your in the informal. You have ihr meaning your for the formal. So now you have ihr formal meaning your, dein informal meaning your. What other things are you most likely to want to thank somebody for if you're over in Germany? And you learn these as a chunk, so it's much easier than getting yourself tied up in knots over what's this and what's that and what's the other. So learn it as a chunk. Vielen Dank für Ihre Einladung. Thank you for your invitation. Einladung. I love that word. Einladung. Always reminds me that laden is the verb to load in German, and ein is in, and they're loading in literally. And when you're inviting people to your house, you're certainly packing them in or loading them in. Einladen is the verb to invite, and then the noun is Einladung. So I'm thanking somebody for their invitation. Vielen Dank für deine Einladung. Vielen Dank für Ihre Einladung. Thank you for your invitation. Formal. Lately, I thanked somebody for their pieces of advice. Vielen Dank für deine Ratschläge. Vielen Dank für deine Ratschläge. If you're talking to somebody who was not your best friend, but was maybe perhaps your boss or somebody working in your office, and you wanted to thank them for pieces of advice, you would say, Vielen Dank für Ihre Ratschläge. Vielen Dank für Ihre Ratschläge. You could thank somebody for their understanding. Somebody I know, I'd say, Vielen Dank für dein Verständnis. Vielen Dank für dein Verständnis. And then, obviously, Vielen Dank für Ihr Verständnis. Vielen Dank für Ihr Verständnis. So both mean the same thing. One's formal, one's informal. And thank you for the flowers. Just simply like that. Vielen Dank für die Blumen. Vielen Dank für die Blumen. So we go through that again. Danke, danke schön, danke sehr, danke vielmals, vielen Dank für dein Geschenk, vielen Dank für Ihr Geschenk, vielen Dank für deine Einladung, vielen Dank für Ihre Einladung, vielen Dank für deine Ratschläge, vielen Dank für Ihre Ratschläge. At the end of most lessons, I tend to thank people for their attention. If I was in a lecture theatre, I would say, Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Thank you for your attention. If I was in the school classroom in front of school children, I would say, Vielen Dank für eure Aufmerksamkeit. Talking to a group of young people. Eure. If I was talking to one person who was young, I would say, Vielen Dank für deine Aufmerksamkeit. Now, last week you noticed there were 3 words that meant you. Du, singular, ihr, plural of du, and sie mean the polite form. So there's 3 words to mean you. So then there has to be 3 words to mean your. So you have dein, euer, and ihr. I've mainly used dein and ihr today, but you have also the group euer of people you would know very well or who are younger than you in schools, for instance. So again, I'm going to use it once more. The ones I use the most. Vielen Dank für deine Aufmerksamkeit. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. But to a group of people who you would know very well, you would say, Vielen Dank für eure Aufmerksamkeit. So that's it for today. That's Vera Alice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And give me encouragement. Also, bis zum nächsten Mal und auf Wiedersehen. Das hat ja viel Spaß gemacht.